Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 226. Wow, we are cruising through these guys. Hard to believe that there's been this many videos, but I'm glad for the people that have watched and enjoyed them. Thank you very much. Glad I could bring some interest in your day. It's funny, people have connected with me on specific albums like, wow, I had that when I was a kid, or, this album really means a lot to me. And that's been really cool. So thank you guys. Today we're going back to, 83, I think? Yep, 1983, and I do have an 83 copy, down to my last couple of Uriah Heep vinyls. There is a gap in my collection because there are some that were released on limited quantities. So, much like, say, Blackmore's Night, they are out there, but they're very expensive. And so haven't pushed the limits on those yet. But this one is readily findable, I would say. This is, like I said, it's 83, and this is an 83 release. Uriah Heep's Head First. I know. It sounds like a Whitesnake title, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. I'll show you the cover in a second. But first, it is on Mercury. Actually, yeah, just Mercury. I always love that, like the little, well, what angle am I at here? I always love like the little flashes of yellow that Mercury put in their logo. I thought that was neat. Kind of like, like a United Artists logo when, when it's on live and they have like the little thing that just kind of moves around. Anyway, I don't know what it is about Uriah Heep albums, but I have a couple that are pretty warped as far as the cover goes. The vinyl is fine, but the covers are really bent up. I don't know if there's something about the record companies and what they were using for cardboard. There's no sleeve in here, or what. But this one, while bent, is in its original cellophane, which is really nice. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very nice. And the back cover. Very nice. We've got Bob Daisley, John Sinclair, Peter Golby, Mick Box, and Lee Kerslake on this album. I was able to interview two of these people, Mick Box and Peter Golby, really nice people, both of them. Enjoyed our interviews very, very much. Let's get to the music, guys, because of course that's what's important. Now, I don't want to play my hand too much on these songs because I did a whole damn podcast on these guys. There's a separate episode for every single song that they ever recorded in the studio. Check out Uriah Heep, the Magician's podcast. If you can't find it on your podcast player, just go to my website, scotthaskin.com, and go to podcasts, and there's all 4 podcasts that I've been involved in. 3 are my own, and then I did Backtracks Aerosmith Revisited. I did part of that show with my buddy Corey Morissette. So let's talk about the songs that are on here. There are 2 that I will highlight because I just love them. We open with The Other Side of Midnight. Next is Stay on Top, which I always thought was on a Bob and Og, but it isn't. Love that song. Lonely Nights. Sweet Talk. Sweet Talk is another one of my favorite Uriah Heep songs. Love is Blind wraps up side 1. We go to side 2, and we open with Roll Overture. Then we go to Red Lights, Rollin' the Rock, Straight Through the Heart, and we end with Weekend Warriors. Excellent album to check out. I'm a huge fan of Peter Golby's vocals. I think he's a phenomenal singer, and had a great time talking to him. That interview is both on the Haskincast podcast as well as Uriah Heep, the Magician's podcast. I posted it to both feeds, of course, because why wouldn't I? That can be found on your podcast player or also on my website. So go check those out. But yeah, this is a great album. This is a pretty easy one to find out there. You can usually pick it up for about $10 or so. Different variations, obviously. Some might be a little more rare pressing. This pressing, by the way, is listed as the PRC Compton pressing. So I'm not sure if that's like Compton, California, or there's a different Compton where there's a plant that pressed records or presses records. I don't know if it's still there or not. But I just realized, too, that even though this is on the Mercury label, very small. I'll take this out of the thing here, so it's probably a little easier to see. Very small over here in the corner is the bronze logo. I didn't notice that. Interesting. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, great album. Check it out. Check out Uriah Heep, the Magician's podcast. Check out my interviews with everybody that's in the current band, as well as Ken Hensley, Paul Newton, and more, including Peter Golby. So great stuff, guys. I hope that you are having an awesome Sunday. I hope you're gearing up for a wonderful week ahead. We'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Cheers.